said a nice way. When Jesus had lifted up himself and seen none but the woman, he said unto her, when Jesus had lifted up himself, when he stood up and he didn't see none of them others, none of them strolls, none of them ones that knew the law, none of them ones that claimed that, hey, y'all rushing this dressed up monkey, y'all rushing these people that's trying to be something that they're not, y'all binging for these people, y'all following whatever they tell you to do. None of them was left there because all of them had what convicted. Who convicted them? Christ, by a simple word of telling them. The first one that ain't got no sin in them, throw a stone at her. That stone was not a national stone. Don't kill her right away. First tell her fault because they dragged her to him. So now Jesus stood up and said nothing but and saw nothing but the woman. He said unto her, woman. Now he talking to the woman that they accused. She's standing there. She's shocked. She don't know what's going on. But Christ just slayed the demons just like that with boop, a simple word of telling them, he that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. Now, they supposed to be holy. They supposed to be pure. They in the temple supposed to be teaching every single day. They giving 10/4 of their food is going to them in the temple because they don't have to work. They're considered the Levites. They're considered the strolls. They supposed to be in there doing what's right. Just like y'all in the prayer house. Y'all sit in that prayer house and there's more demons in there than out of there. Y'all sit in that prayer house and y'all supposed to be holy than thou. But yet y'all judge those on the outside. Now, they did the same thing, but the Most High Christ came and dropped the word while they dragged the woman to him, saying that, hey, she banging the booty with somebody that's not a husband. It is against the law, but at that time it wasn't for them to judge her, judge not to be judged. They didn't know that Jesus Christ was the light sitting right there. So that when they began to drag her to him to try to bring fault, because they're trying to, you have to understand, they wanted Christ to be a king too. They wanted Christ to become a part of their posse. Christ wouldn't come a part of their posse because Christ was about his father's business, what his father wanted him to do. Now understand that this woman that they accused and dragged to him, he that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone. All of them, by the time Christ lifted his head back up, they was gone. They convicted themselves. That demon inside of them said, we don't want to mess with this one because he's so peaceful. But he came so smooth at them. Now, let's continue. Woman, where are thy accusers? Now Christ asked them, hey man, what the people that accused you? What the people that said you was being a hoe? What the people that said you was sleeping in adulterer? What they at? These are strolls and Pharisees that is now no longer nobody standing here. But these are people supposed to be teaching people. Today modernize it. They in the church house. They trying to teach people in the church, but yet they bearing sin themselves. Understand, don't judge not to be judged. When you start judging people and you don't know who, you may not know who that person is sitting beside you or who that person is or who that person is serving. Just because I don't go up in that prayer house does not mean I don't know the word. Word is God and God is the word. That's John the first verse. I know the word. I live the word from Genesis to Revelation. Now, let's continue. Had no man condemned thee? Did no man say that you, was no man left to accuse you of the sin? To stone you, to take out the judgment that you're supposed to get? That's what Christ is telling them. She said, no man, Lord. And Jesus said unto him, neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more. Simple as that. All of that, he, ha, ho, and all of that, it don't take all that. A person could be in their vehicle and nobody around and they confess their sin to who? The Most High. And say, Lord, forgive me for my sins. I know Jesus Christ rose the third day. And that's a done deal. But understand that once you do that, Satan come in full force. All of them sins that you did and then some more. Everything gonna look put it to you, easier to you. So when you do get when you do confess it, here they come. They're coming full force. Why? Because Satan don't want, that's Satan, you're Satan turf. And then you turn to Christ, the right hand man, you got to know that he coming. It's just like you on the street and you're fighting. You have one member over here and one person over here, and this person got money, and then all of a sudden you working for this person, and then you go make your own little business. Understand, he's coming after you because you're taking some food out of his people's mouth, out of his turf. So you got to pay for that. So understand that it's the same way with them. Now back to had no man condemned thee? She said, no man, Lord. And Jesus said unto her, neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more. He simply told her, man, don't go and do what you do, but don't sin. Don't get in that caught up in that no more. Then said Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. I'm the one came to bring y'all. He came down from the 10th heaven all the way down to the first heaven. This is earth. He came down here. It tells you in the Apocrypha how he came down. He that follows me should not walk in darkness, walk in sin. He that follows me should not do the things that he used to do. Now, you're going to trip up, you're going to do them, but hey, you get up, you brush yourself off, don't let Satan accuse you. I said one thing in Facebook. If Satan can acknowledge God, why can't we? Most people can't acknowledge Satan because they think that Satan don't exist sometimes. Sometimes they think that Satan only, they show you the bad part. They say it comes through drinking, it comes through this, it comes through that, it comes through this, it comes through that. But they don't tell you that the most of them is in the church. It starts in the church. That's why the Most High say He gonna judge the church first. The church is what? Your body. It starts with you. If you can't study yourself, then Satan can easily use you. A lot of people can judge another person, but they can't judge themselves. First of all, you got to seek yourself and you got to judge yourself. You have to work out all of you have to sit and meditate on yourself. Nobody's perfect. If we was perfect, we would be like Enoch. We'd be tucking up. That simply means Enoch wasn't tucking up like out of there. Enoch was placed in a place where nobody could find him, and he was tucking up in the spiritual to show all the dark things and things that happen in heaven. So let's not get it twisted. Enoch was there, but Enoch, they couldn't find Enoch, because Enoch was somewhere where nobody could find, because the Lord was at that time dealing with Enoch to show him the sins of the angels that fell down, that joined their bodies with women's. So he had to show him what was going to happen, because Enoch was a righteous man. Enoch wanted to know, hey, what's going on? What's happening? Why is all of these women's and you got all foolishness? Now this one back here want me to say tall. It's not necessary to talk, because some of y'all in short bodies and y'all demons too. Understand, if I see you, I won't say nothing to you. Understand, but if you come to me and you trying to preach something and then you don't know what you're talking about, I will slay you, because I know this word. I live this word. I'm supposed to know this word. Study to show thyself approval. That's what I do. To who? The Most High. We're going to get back to the word. We have not left the word. I know we still on the word. But you judge people and you're not looking at that, hey, that good girl that you ran up in that church to get, that good girl ain't so good after all. I know y'all want me to talk about good girl, and I said I would come back with you and talk about it. But on Facebook, I already told you what a liar and a deceiver is. And I came back with they do emotions. Don't get it twisted. I'm a woman too. But as a woman, as the Most High property, I just have to tell you the truth. I judge not to be judged, other than I balance it. I tell you your fault. If you don't like it, you come back and try to pull something, I slay you. Simple as that. Why? Slay you with the word. You'll think I cussed you. I didn't cuss you. I just told you what the Lord said, what the Bible says. Some don't want to hear the truth. And everybody go run up in there and get a good girl, but that good girl begin to act up. Anytime a person bow down to sin with you and know that you're sinning, then they're not of the Most High. I don't care how putty they is, how they look, how they feel, how they walk, anybody can disguise. Satan said he come to steal, kill, and divide. How do he steal? He steal your spirit, what's inside. He has nothing to do with your outside. He make them putty for you. He like to have them pretty for you so that you can grab a hold of it. See, because everybody looking at what's on TV. Everybody looking at what's on TV. Everybody loved The Walking Dead. Why? Because half of y'all was dead. All of y'all love The Walking Dead. Walking Dead has a lot of things in it that's spiritual, but y'all didn't look at that. Y'all just, oh, this was action, man. This is good. No, it ain't about action. Wonders Brother give you so much in every movie and every action movie and stuff. But if you're not spiritual, you're not going to pick that up. You're just going to say that was a nice movie. It was terrific. It's good. My nephew loved Malik, and my grandchild, she loves Spider-Man. She loved the new avatar and all of that. All of that's got spiritual things in it. If you read Enoch, and then you begin to look at that, you can see things in it that's actually from Enoch that he described. And it's described in those little action movies that y'all looking at. But most people don't look at it spiritually. Most people like to judge everybody else. You can't judge people because you don't know what people is. I tell everybody one thing. Long as you walking in your truth and you come before me, I ain't got no problem with you. That's why on my banners say, if you approach, keep it real. Keep it real with yourself. If you can't judge yourself, what you doing up trying to judge somebody else? Because if you're trying to judge this person and you ain't clean yourself up, you may say you confess your sins, but it's a lot you got to still clean up. Them demons still there because you a sudden move that you make, and you say, well, Lord, forgive me for that. But yet and still you still creeping at nighttime doing it. Guess what comes back when you sin? 7 more. Them 7 more demons that you got to fight. If you just had a deceitful spirit and then you came to the Lord, then here come the lying, deceitful, rebellious. You got 7 more that now we got to fight all 7 of them plus that one that you had. That's why when a person leave the Most High, I didn't say leave the church because anybody can go up in a building. That's a building. That building is for fellowship. Back then, the temple was meant for people to pray. People to pray in, people to fellowship in, and just come out. Now, when that minister's standing up there telling you a word, that word was meant for him as well as meant for y'all. So y'all listen to it, you write down it, then you go home and you sit among the Most High, and you and the Most High meditate, and you begin to pray. And ask the Most High, show you what you needed to get out of that. It's not for him to do it for you because you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Nobody can't do that for you. If not, you thinking he going to be there for you, guess what's going to happen? If you're still doing the same foolishness over and over, you're going to be in that wide, long line waiting to get judged. And you will get judged, and your books, them books will be open. Them books is simply all them angels. We all got an angel assigned to us. Some angels is sitting up in heaven because they're not among sin. If you sin, that angel go back up and that angel sit there and begin to write in your book. That's why it says in Revelation, books. Books is simply that angel that's assigned to you, that's supposed to guide you and keep you and be with you and lead you from wrong to right and guide you and not let you get hurt and walk through this level 1 earth, filthy earth. Then that angel go back up there and sit until you start getting it right. When you start repenting and you start getting it right, then the angels then sat there back with you. That angel, I'm too loud. Oh, that angel is then sent back up there and it sits there and it writes in your book until you say, hey, Lord, forgive me. Then the angel wait till you clean that body up because he's not coming back in there filthy body. Then it's trial time. That's when you get tried. You get tried because the Most High did see if you'll go back to them sin. That way, that's why your buddies didn't tell you, man, oh no, man, I'm trying to live right now. And they say, no, man, come on, see, I'll get it to you. Hey, this on me this time. Let's go party. Let's get it together, man. All of those things that you used to do, that they come back and tempt you with it. And then they bring even prettier things. If your weakness is women's, they make sure they bring the prettiest of the prettiest. Say, make sure you bring the prettiest. That's why when y'all be hollering about, I want to be a good woman, I want this. Satan hears all that. In Job 1:1, it says, Satan came before when matter of fact, let's go to it. Because we here now, we might as well. Now there was a day when the sons of God is who? His prophets, his ones that was walking in truth, his people. You could say ministers if you want, they just modernize it. Some of your ministers are cricket too. So I'm not saying ministers, I say godly. It says sons of God, meaning the ones that walk in truth, meaning the ones that do this word and apply it in their life and take it and apply it in their life, read it and meditate on themselves and make sure they clean first. That's the sons of God. Come to present themselves before the Lord. Present who? Come to pray. They come to pray together. They come to seek the Most High. And Satan came also among them. There, here it come. Here goes Satan. So Satan hear your prayer. They praying now. They finna get ready to pray and lift up the Most High. These are sons of God, the prophets itself, praying. And here comes Satan. And the Lord say unto Satan, So now Big Daddy, I call him Big Daddy sometimes. Let me clarify something to you. I call God Big Daddy, the Most High, that gangster. It's all depending on how the Most High help me flow with it at that time when I'm talking to you. I have also called him Yahweh. You just have to go with the flow. If you need to know who it is, just let me know. And I also call Jesus Yehoshua, the first and the last, Lord. You'll hear me say many names for him too. The right hand man, that's Jesus. So we got that clarification. And the Lord said unto Satan, whence come thou? Hey man, what you doing up here? What? Hey, can't you see my children is praying right now? They seeking me. I got to tend to them. What you want? You broke the law. Now don't get it twisted. Satan is still the most high property. That's why Satan got to come before him too. Left hand. Someone sits on the left hand but never in their seat. Who you think that is that's never in their seat? They going to and from, seeking who they may divide. Satan said he come to steal, kill, and divide. Divide. That's Satan. He's still his father. He's still trying to please his father. So the father asks him. Big Daddy asks him. And the Lord said unto Satan, hey man, what you doing here? What you supposed to be doing? You supposed to be down there stirring up trouble like I put you. I booted you out of here. You ain't got that pleasure of sitting on the right hand side with your brother. You got to now go to and from and do what I tell you to do. That's your punishment. Make it happen. Whence came thou? What you doing here? Then Satan answered the Lord. So Satan said, I'm just up here chilling with y'all because I see, I'm trying to stir up something right now. And said, from coming to and from in the earth. I'm tired. I've been on this earth a long time stirring up stuff. I really want to come back home and get another chance. No, man, that ain't going to happen. That's what God tell him. I put you down there for a reason. You stirring up, you separating. It ain't but 1/3 going to make it. So I need you to do your job. Now, what do you want? You stay there. Hold on. And from walking up and down in it. I'm tired. I've been walking up and down. I've been stirring up trouble. I think that my punishment should be over by now. Big Daddy said, no, it ain't over until he says it's over. I created the whole world. You wanted to take over. So you got your punishment. Live in it. Go kill, steal, and divide like I sent you to do. And the Lord said unto Satan, now he finna talk to him. Big Daddy finna tell him something. Hast thou considered my servant Job? You think about him, huh? That's one of mine. That's one that I know ain't going to turn from me. That there is nothing like him in the earth. It ain't nobody like him. Ain't nobody can be him. He is, and he is part of me. A perfect and upright man. He do exactly what I tell him to do. You know what you supposed to be doing. But Satan standing there, he first now. You got to understand when a mama or daddy be told that, hey, that child of his, that child, you ain't the best. That one I like the most. So that other one is first now. That other one is mad. Satan standing there listening to, hey, somebody else is better than him. So you know he ready to come back down and tear up stuff. That's what he did with Job. He ready to come and tear it all up. Because why? He said, Big Daddy said, hey man, you ain't my son. This my son. He doing what I said do. So Satan is ready to tear up the whole place now. Now I remind you, Satan went up when they went to pray. And we was talking about in there about condemning, go sin no more. Then said Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that follows me should not walk in darkness. He should have the light of living, of life. So we back over here to Job 2. Remember, Satan can come to anybody. Whatever that put a thing y'all want, Satan already hear it before you even say it. Say you thinking it, and Satan already do it. And it doesn't become a sin until it comes out of you, till you begin to perform it. Long as you got that thought inside of you, it's a-okay. You can. That's why it's so important to meditate on yourself. Everybody want to pick at everybody, but nobody want to meditate on themselves. Why? Because you see them demons that's inside of you, just like these Pharisees that accused this woman that was in sin, got caught with adultery. They accused her. They looked at their sin, but they didn't look at their sin. That Christ had to come and just slay them right like that. Well, if she got sin, then tell me, Y'all be the first to stone her if she got sin. If you think she don't sin, that if you think she don't did something wrong, then go on. Stone her. Throw the rock at her. But that, you know, the sin of death. You know the sin of killing something innocent. You bear that blood. Then guess who gonna look at him? That's why Jesus told him. Let me tell you, let me break it down even further to you. Why Christ told them that. Because if they would have stoned that woman, if they would have thrown that rock at that woman, that would have been bloodshed. And God, Big Daddy, looks at blood. Blood is the symbol. He looks automatically. He looks at it. Because blood is your life. So Big Daddy now want to know what's going on. Michael, hey, get on down there. Tell me what's going on. You don't think the archangels move when he say, why you think they're around the throne? They're around there for a reason. Why you think that one angel got many eyes? And why you think he got 4 angels on 4 corners of the earth? That's so that when y'all start doing the foolishness, he can hurry up and know. So blood, when blood was represented, all of a sudden, bam, he seen it. You understand, Christ's head don't came in, but blood is your life. You didn't have to sacrifice animals no more. But if they would have stoned that woman, Christ knew that his father would have looked at that quickly and judged them quickly. And death meant death. That's why Christ did it that way. That was smooth, wasn't it? He did it real smooth. Okay, let me finish. Then spoke Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that follows me should not walk in darkness. He the light. He's the word. He's the one that's showing you the right way. He came down from heaven, and he's showing you, okay, still you're human and you can still live righteous. You can still live like he lived. He was about his mother's business. He was about his father's business. So he's saying you still can live righteous. That's the whole reason for Christ coming. Because remember, we used to sacrifice the animals. When Christ came, he became the blood. And the Pharisees and Sadducees said we followed Moses' law. Who gave Moses the law? God. They was not following God. That's why they couldn't recognize that Christ was the Father's son. They knew he had something in him, and they knew that he was trying to take over. They thought he was trying to take over. He was not trying to take over. He just trying to do and show them that, hey, this is possible, that the Most High can watch over you. My Father, this is what my Father sent me to do. But they wanted to make him part of the posse, but he didn't want to be part. So that's why he went back up in the mountain when they was talking all that. But they was seeking out to kill him. They went everywhere he went and tried to crucify him. He that follow me should not walk in darkness. Walk in darkness how? He that follows what I say, what Christ say. Because remember, should not walk in darkness. Remember, it's no more killing animals. He is the sacrifice. He was the light back then. He was everything. Once he left, then a comfort's supposed to come to you. And the only way you can get that comfort if you're right. If you cleanse yourself, if you meditate on yourself, and the Most High find you worthy of that comforter. The Most High Son find you worthy of that comforter. Then you get that comforter. But should have the light of life. Light in life is you no longer die spiritually. It's not that you won't die physically, because physically we're in a world that they kill and everything else. But spiritually you will no longer die. The Pharisees therefore said unto him, thou bearest record of thyself. They still didn't understand him. Now, if they was who they say they was, they would have understood their word. Because who gave Moses the word? God. So if they didn't understand God, they certainly weren't going to understand Jesus either. The record is not true. Jesus answered and said unto them, though I bear record of myself, yet my record is true. Though I tell you about what my Father has told me to tell you, and I bear it, and I'm telling you exactly what's going to happen. I'm telling you who I am, but yet and still you don't want to accept it. But I still bear truth. Simply, he was the truth. He was the way. He was the light. He was what you're supposed to be following. For I know whence I came. He know that he came. If you can read the Apocrypha, you'll know exactly how Christ came from step by step by step. He had to go from different levels of heaven in order to get down here on this earth. For I know whence I came and whither I go. I know who I'm serving. That's what he's telling you. I know who I'm serving. But ye cannot tell whence I come or whether I go. You don't know what's going on. Y'all just hollering about y'all serve Moses' law. Y'all don't serve Moses' law. That's what he was telling them in a nutshell. You ain't serving the Most High. You serving an idol. You want people to serve you so that you continue their foolishness. Ye judge after the flesh. I judge no man. They judge after the flesh. They brought the woman there in the fleshly body. They judge after the flesh. They judge what they see. They don't judge spiritually. If you judge spiritually, you'll have just balance, just weight. Why? Because you're judging by the law. You're judging the spirit by the law. You're not judging it by what you see in front of you. A fleshly body. Y'all be blessed, and I'll get with y'all later.